Welcome to Magic Gathering Strat. The dream of doing 3-0 with the white-green deck is crushed. We are 0-1 and I actually changed my notes now. This document. It's a lot, 122 pages about M13 Draft. And I just changed my notes that you should try to avoid white-green. I think white-green and white-blue are or green-blue are almost possible, but it's not 3-0 decks and you need a 3-0 deck. And now we're in the losers bracket. That should be fun. We are there with Tihani, 7 deuce off, and Ravager 8-7. 7. I don't know how many M13 drafts I've done. I think it's about 40. I love the format. I've gone 0-3 only one time, and that was with a black-white exalted deck. I'm not sure why black-white exalted has never worked for me. And that, if I say that I have never 3-0'd with green-white or green-blue, that's it's less surprising than I have never 3-0'd with black-white exalted. And we are facing off 7 deuce off. That's not a very strong poker hand, so we might be able to beat him. We always want to play first. In M13 draft, this is a really bad hand. But we can sit behind spiders until we get the white man and then with the angel. He's taking mulligan. We do have 7 sources of white mana. This is one of the reasons I went to 7 from 6. 33 cards on average. We will have to draw somewhere around 7 cards before we find 2 white mana, and that's okay. I'll cast the angel on turn 8. So let's see if the angel is online on turn 8, and he is coming out strong with the duty bounded. I hope it's not black-white exalted, because now black-white exalted tends to make me choke on my words when I say that I can't win with black-white exalted. I know it's the best archetype in the format, and other people crush me with it. But he's blue-black, and blue-black is also good. Blue-black is definitely, it was a favorite of Marshall on limited resources when he played this format. And Harbor Bandit is of course an extremely strong card in blue-black. Well, Angel doesn't look so far away now, and we'll just commence the fantastic Deadly Recluse beatdown plan. He has a counterspell here. He could very well have a counterspell here, but I am happy to let Deadly Recluse get counterspelled. I would much rather have that counterspelled than the Primadox. And I'm not sure I'm casting Primadox into open blue mana. But knowing myself, I probably will. But this is strange if he keeps the mana open still. So, okay, good play would be not to cast the Primadox into this mana, but he's gonna tap out now. And I will be able to cast my Primadox in peace. He's mind-rotting me. That's interesting. I think I really need the Sarah Angel here. And I'm gonna need the pacifism, I'm gonna need the land. And I'm noting the mind rot here. But the Sarah needs to go because I don't have the mana. And I can't really let the pacifist go, so I'm letting the land go. But that hurt. Because as soon as I draw any land here, I will be able to play the Primadox. And there we go. I have some early beats here, and Primadox will be hard to stop. Being a 4-4-4-4 is extremely strong in this format. And its Priced Elephant is a lot better than Primadox. But he's not around, so Primadox will need to play the role. What the fuck? Sorry, I should not swear, but there's absolutely no reason in the world to play Reliquary Tower in your deck. I have no idea why you would want to do that. And it's an extreme sign of weakness. Which makes me happy. Then maybe Primadox can go all the way actually. Especially with Pacifist backup. And especially if he wastes his entire turn drawing 2 cards there. While I can get 5 damage in. That's just super awesome. So I'm gonna bounce and replay a spider. Wishing it was a visionary. Hoping to find something that is more fun to play. And bounce. But it's a spider, and it's actually the March of the Spiders. And of course I'm gonna play both of them, so next turn I can hit him for 6. And pacify whatever blocker he plays. Which should be pretty good. And a Reliquary Tower might mean that he's playing fantastic cards like Merfolk or Index or stuff like that. But we have no reason to think that he's that bad yet. But we are in the losers bracket in the Swiss queues, so yeah, it's very possible. So why do I play Swiss? I'll tell you. I play Swiss because I like to play Magic. And I don't like losing in the first round and don't get to play Magic. So I'm playing here. And also the... okay. Interesting. He's gonna Essence Drain me next turn. He's gonna clone the Primadox. That is interesting. I like to play Magic, and I like the expected value, the prices. They're a lot better than 4322, and absolutely that in itself is a reason to play the Swiss drafts. The expected value is the same, the 8/4s, and if I was a really super good drafter I would play 8/4s, but I'm not, so I play here. And now I'm just gonna take the Primadox to my hand and get rid of the Crippling Blight. I'm gonna attack with everything. Because I don't see him blocking with anything here. And him copying my Primadox means that my pacifism became really bad. So I would love to trade here, so that I can use my pacifism again. Well, that's not very expensive for him to bounce his Duty-Bound Dead. And Duty-Bound Dead can now start blocking as well. But he has 4 cards burning a hole in his hand and he wants to play them. So I don't think he's gonna save up blocking mana. And even if he does, I will just attack with the 3 Deadly Recluses and force him to keep blocking mana open. But he didn't keep it. Show of Valor would be awesome now. Oh, that card is so bad. Well, next turn I could actually pacify the Primadox to get damage in, but this turn I'm just gonna attack, and I don't know if he intends to trade or not. And there is the target for the Primadox. Actually, now I'm on a new plan. I'm on the Attended Knight plan. And that means attack to get some damage in. And I will now bounce a Tendinite every turn until I can just overwhelm him with creatures. He's not that far from dying. So it's the amazing Primadox Attendinite combo. Whalebone Goal can't block. That's pretty bad. Now, it's jump time for Duty Bound Dead. He can block, but I do have 6 more power. I don't think he's gonna save blocking mana this turn either. Pacifism is a real interesting card here. And he's actually attacking with the Whalebone Goal. I'm tempted just to take this. Yeah, I'll take this. I'll pacify the Duty Bound Dead and I'll win. Let's try that. Interesting. That must mean that I am gonna pick up a spider. Because I need to attack. That's a pretty aggressively used pacifism. Then you need something now to live. And I'm just attacking with everything. He does have something. What could it be? Cower in Fear, is that enough? Sadly, it is. Though the kill still remains next turn. And I need to trade now. Maybe that was a bit too aggressive. Alright, we're back on the slow plan. And I'm not gonna block. Though it puts me in a position where I am gonna block because I don't want to be vulnerable to sleep. And he didn't recast it. So here we go. Tell me again why I attacked with the Primadox here. Am I just fucking up here? Forgot the plan. Four mana. But he's just regenerating. Maybe he doesn't want to take the trade. I hope he doesn't want to take the trade. That'll put him at 2 lives. But the Attended Knight will be too much for him, won't it? He does take the trade, of course, because I'm stupid enough to offer it. And once again, it's focus that's my biggest problem in Magic. I tend to do things too fast. But I might be able to crawl out from under this rock, because he just has 2 lives and I have 4 power on board. Or 4 creatures on board. So he needs to get out 2 more blockers. Or have a public execution. Or have something. Maybe he has nothing. In that case we win the game now, but I think he has something. Except that he did not. And we are 1-0. So what are we up against? We're up against blue, black. We saw Mind Rot, a Clone, a Crippling Blight, and Cover in Fear. That doesn't bring in the War Falcon. He looked pretty slow, so I want to tome in. Plummet should go in, but we really didn't see any flyers, and we have 4 Deadly Recluses. So I'm not that scared. I think the deck preliminary is staying as it is. Or maybe I'm even gonna take out Captain's Call and put in the second tome. To just outcard him. Because I think he's a slowish control-like build. Luckily I didn't draw any of my tomes. And here my plan is to put some pressure on him with Timberpack Wolves. Glad to see another mana. It looks like my hand has both a short-term plan and a long-term plan. And his deck looks lacking. Velkin turn would be horrible there. I do have the Deadly Recluse, but it would still be nasty. But I'm drawing mana like a god. I only need 1 more mana, and I need to draw it in 3 turns. So that will probably work. Divination. Let it be Divination. Yes! Wow, what a waste of time. You casting Divination is preferable on turn 6 or something, because you don't want to get tempoed out like this. And if I had a real creature like a Centaur Courser, I would be happy now. But I only have Recluses. I did draw the land, so there will be a pack leader on turn 5. I will not cast it into open mana. If he Mind Rots me now, I'm going to get rid of Show of Valor and the Forest. Despite me talking like crazy, he is taking his sweet time. He only has 15 minutes left now. Oh my god, you should not play that card. And now he'll probably mind crap me. But still, even if he does, it doesn't matter, because I have the Deadly Recluses deal with the Phantasm. Though I will take note of it, because it might make me bring in Plummet. There is the Mind Rot I feared, so I'm following the plan. He just has a stupid 1/1 flyer now, so he is letting me beat down. Which makes me happy. My discard was awesome. And let's bring in the spider! Mind Rot is a trap in many ways. It will often be worthless late game when you top deck it. And even in the early game, it's sort of like a really bad divination that sometimes is worthless. But sometimes it will hit. And I should concern myself with playing around it. I don't know what he's doing now. Hopefully it's sleep. I would love to sleep this early when it has no effect. But it's Archaeomancer and he's getting the Mind Rot. And, oh no, he should probably get the Divination, because I will empty my hand next turn. No, I won't. I will draw a card, and he will be able to get that card. But he is, of course, getting Divination. He's still... Okay, now he can block stuff. But I can kill off the Phantasm, which I probably will. So I'm just gonna attack with everything. Like I love doing. And if he wants to trade, we'll trade. And it's definitely the Phantasm. A 1/1 flyer is better than a 1/2 dude on the ground. I think he should double block here. But he's double blocking Timberpack Wolf. That's even more okay with me. And here he is. You know him, you love him. It's Garruk's pack leader. So what does he have that can deal with this? He has Clone. Clone is pretty strong here. But he will probably waste his time Divination. No. He will clone me. Divination! Please be Divination! No, it's Clone. It's Blood Reckoning! Oh, that's also a card you shouldn't play. I'm saying that, but now I might get wrecked by it. So it's a question now if I should really attack with the Deadly Recluses or not. But I think I will. It's getting me closer to the win. I would, however, like to draw something playable now. And that guy is great. So we're off for the kill. And I'm happily taking 3 damage. Getting him down to 7. This turn he has to play a blocker. And I would pay 1 life to get rid of a Archaeomancer. So if he blocks, I'm happy with that. He should perhaps block the pack leader. Yes. And that leaves him in a pretty bad spot. With me having 8 power on the board. And I'm casting this forest for the odd chance that he has a second Mind Rot, because I have the 2 books, so reaching 8 mana is useful. Okay, I have all the tempo in the world and he has all the cards. Let's see what wins, tempo or cards. Woohoo! Fresh news from the losers bracket here in Magic the Gathering M13 Swiss Draft. The blue-black control deck is playing something. He's playing Crippling Blight on the pack leader who now cannot attack. And then he's gonna clone it. I know how this guy works. And that's a real problem. Except that he doesn't clone it. And he doesn't want to block. And he will just let me strike him. He is hoping for... He's playing the Aces Phantasm as a 1/1 again. And he's just gonna take 8 more points of damage. But it's just 7 now with Crippling Blight. So let's just attack him. He's sacrificing the Aces Phantasm, but I'm still doing 4 points of damage to him while he's doing 4 points to me. He is losing a card. And I think that's okay, but he took it all. How can he do that? What's the plan? Not sure. How can he stop me now? Even a Gorgon is not a stop here, is it? No, I still kill him. He needs 2 blockers. And he probably has it. But Scroll Thief can't kill anything. But if he plays 1 more blocker, he lives. And I will take 5 points of damage. And then he will just... I don't even remember what the mill card is. But that's it. That's his play. So he might have a murder. And then he will live. I'm just gonna attack with everything and go to 8. And something's gotta give. Cover in fear. Well. Yeah. Nobody dies. And there's still a lot of damage coming through here. So now it can kill a spider and the archdruid. But that kills him. And he still can't kill the 2 power guys. Yeah, that's a valid thing. And then Phantasm dies and doesn't get big, which is great. He's at 2. And I have a book. And I'm starting to feel the heat. From the Blood Reckoning. And he's gonna hit me once with the Scroll Thief. So I think maybe I have to dig for the Kite Sail or for Sarah Angel now. For the final attack. He's signed blooding me when I have 6 lives. And he's hitting me for 3. Except that he didn't attack. So what happens if I play Seren? He's keeping 2 blue mana open, so he might very well counter it, but he doesn't. And I'm pretty much done there. I will attack with Sarah Angel next turn and hope that's the game. Having 2 Game Day Tome in hand makes me look really stupid. He needs to have the answer right now. He's playing the last card in his hand. And the stuff on in, and that's game. So Staff on in as a surprise. I'm glad he didn't draw that earlier, because it's a major bomb. And I'm just gonna attack with the Sarah Angel here. There's nothing to stop her, so that's just game. I would never have done that with the Sign in Blood unless it's the kill. And Magic Gathering Strat has won the match. Thank you for watching. Magic Gathering Strat playing M13 Draft. I'm down and I'm now 1-1 in this draft with my crappy green-white deck.